Hello everyone and welcome to my latest project, and this is a roller coaster, an open RCT 2 project I've been working on called Goldland Peaks Park. This is the biggest RCT park I have ever come up with, and I'm going to take you around it so far. This is just obviously update number 1 of this park, so as you can see I've been working on it about 10 in-game years, so this has been a long project for me. So, here's the main entrance complex. Inside of it, you can see... Oh, that is loud. Hold on a sec. Let me turn that down. All the music there. Alright, so as you can see, there is a miniature railway. One of our main park transit systems. There are 3 trains on that. Or there's 3 stations, and there are 8 trains on it. Quite a large railroad here. And then there's also a shuttle monorail station on the inside that goes back and forth there. That's the inside of the path network right there, so that's how that ends up working. On the immediately on the left-hand side, if you come in and go immediately left, you go over to Whitewater Landing, our Aero log flume ride. This is a kind of a short and simple whoa. As you can see, that coaster's already there. Kind of a nice, short and simple log flume ride. This park isn't exactly the most realistic in the world, but we like to call it realistic, so we'll stick with it. It's somewhat realistic. First coaster you find on the inside is the Plaza Phoenix, a 2-train B&M wing coaster. We'll take a ride on it here, or we'll make it bigger here. And, well, actually, maybe we won't do that, because that's going to take too long. So you've got your first inversion complex here. Then you go up, over, around, through a couple corkscrews. Looks like we're going to get some rain here. We're through a couple of Immelman complexes here. Through a inline twist over the main path entrance, and then into the brakes. Like I said, this park isn't supposed to be the most realistic in the world, but it's supposed to look really nice. Over here, you kind of got your main, entrance fountain area that's kind of up a hill with a merry-go-round there. And then right here, you've got the Prosecutor, our kind of our CCI wooden coaster here. 7 cars on the train here. Got this big, strange, humongous helix on this ride. I kind of thought it gave the ride a little bit of character. Oh, I'm not supposed to be stopping there, but I must not have the timing just right on it yet. So you can see the paratrooper down there. This ride is long, very long. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Kings Island's Beast, just maybe with a little bit more speed behind it. As it goes up, there's also train station number 2 for the Goldland Scenic Railway. Maybe you'll see a little bit of that Aero suspended coaster just down below. As you can see, it kind of goes up and down all through here. And that's a pretty decent ride there, if you ask me. It's a pretty big coaster, land-wise. It takes up a lot of land in this. It's supposed to kind of be a wilderness-themed coaster here. As we keep going in, well, I can't hide this much longer, Starforger, much longer. This is our B&M Hyper Coaster. It is a 216-foot drop from the top of the park here. It's 215 foot tall off of land height, but then it drops down below the sea level, or down below the below 0 foot. So it is a 216 foot drop. Nobody riding it because of the rain. And it's kind of a simple B&M hyper coaster, if you ask me. It goes out, back, there's a small helix, and it comes back into the station there. As you go up, here is kind of the ugliest building of the place. I wish I didn't have this in here, but this is the kind of cafeteria area. Pretty nice area here. Here's our newest coaster. I just got done building. This is Ghost Town Haunted Mine Ride. It is a very, very long, 6,000 foot long Aero mine train coaster. Maybe a Vekoma mine train, if you ask me. Very high intensity here. Goes down, up. Very high intensity. Second lift hill. There are 3 lift hills on this ride. And then it goes back up here. Then you got your big drop here where it goes, I believe it's top speed of 64 miles an hour at the bottom of this drop, and then cuts around, goes down, around into that helix and back up. We're going to see it just go through this final section of the ride here. It's a very high-paced mine ride here. And just as it flies around here, down through the helix, and back up the other side, very much uses its terrain to its advantage, despite being a very long and chaotic ride. Let's head over to what is one of my favorite rides in the park, the Garden Grand Prix, where it goes through the gardens of the park. A racetrack does, basically. There's a lot going on this track. A lot of trees, a lot of magnolia trees and flower beds. A little in here, it's a little chaotic. I might fix that up in a little bit as well. You go on the backside of the Prosecutor, there's the train station. Actually, we should probably go over here first. Over to probably the quietest section of the park by Forest Flyer. This Aero suspended coaster. Not a very long coaster, but very high-intensity ride if I remember right. No, it's not actually as bad as I thought it was. The Aero Mine Train's more than that. But yeah, Forest Flyer there. Pretty quick-paced ride. Down here we have probably the highest capacity ride in the park so far, Terror Falls. Couldn't think of a better name than that. It is a 31-boat splashdown ride where you got a lot going on there. Terror Falls right there. Probably need to put some more trees on this hill too. As we keep going, we have probably my favorite water ride in the park, Renegade River Rapids, which kind of, as you can see, goes into the tree bed really well here, so it goes zips around in there, then comes back down here. One of my favorite rides, and it's very high capacity as well. We're just going to turn that off, just so we can get these boats so they're not stacking over here. Around over here, you've got the jet ski ride, which there's jet skis kind of stuck in that area. I'll fix that in a little bit. And you got our third and final train station. And the only other thing I didn't show you, I believe, was the Dodgems down here. So other than that, that is the first update of this park. Oh, there's a teacups ride, etc. As you can see, the southeastern corner of the park's pretty much filled. Still got this whole area up here, all of this area here that needs to be filled. But I think the next big area to fill is giant over here. We've got some pathways here that look kind of barren, if you ask me, and I think we will work our way further this way, maybe make a breach across the river here. I don't kind of like where that hyper coaster is, but we'll make it look a little prettier there. That being said, I am trying to make this park look as good as possible. I may add another gardens complex somewhere around here, and I also want another centerpiece if I keep going back further this way, which is also a plan going forward as well, is to keep pushing the park further this way as well. So, that's the first update of this park. We'll see you possibly for more updates for it.